So one of the good things about the Regev update is that once I said that Enlisted should add the T20 into the game, they essentially did with the T20 rifle. So of course, in today's video we're going to be talking about the T20 rifle and exactly how I wanted it to be implemented in-game, and that said, let's get started. Of course, this video is going to be made possible for the friends at Discord because you guys did all the research, watched my videos and whatnot. So that's that. In terms of the history, because, well, there's not a lot to talk about. If you haven't watched my T20E1 video, I highly suggest that you use that, but the basic difference is that the T20 could use the BAAR 20-round magazines, whereas the T20E1 has its own specific magazines, and that's pretty much it for the history. It was pretty much developed at the same time as the T20E1, and if you haven't watched that video, highly suggest that you do. That said, let's move on to the stats. In today's video, I'm going to be comparing the T20E1 and the T20. Starting with the T20, it is chambered in 7.62, has a hit power of 12.7, muzzle velocity of 830, rate of fire of 650, reload time of 2.3, vertical of 87, horizontal of 29, has a 20-round magazine, and it comes in full auto. That said, the T20E1 is pretty much the exact same weapon, with a massive caveat of being hit power of 15.3, rate of fire of 710, recoil of 76, and horizontal of 21. Notice how the T20E1 is fully upgraded, whereas the T20 is not fully upgraded, because mainly the T20 is a 6-star, whereas the T20E1 is essentially a 4-star, but that full star is a gold order 4-star, meaning it essentially acts as a 6-star, so go figure. That said, let's move on to the verdict, and the verdict is actually really simple. In my opinion, the T20 is a worse version of the T20E1 in terms of recoil management. Notice how I'm comparing these two rifles with the T20 being a 3-star, whilst the T20E1 being a full maxed out star, whatever you want to call it. So that's going to be a difference. If you completely max out the T20, I think it's going to be much more similar than you think. That said, it does have a bayonet, which is something that the gold version doesn't have, and in my opinion, the bayonet is really good. I really like the bayonet because the bayonet is, let's just say, really useful, both in running to the battlefield and killing enemies on the battlefield, so that's good. That said, almost everything else is identical. This is essentially America's version of the FG42 with M1 Grand sights. It is even better due to the bayonet, and of course because, well, it's free. And one of the other things that I really like about the FG42 are the sights. This sights on the T20 is not bad either. As a matter of fact, I would say it's on par with the FG42, but personally I just like the FG42 sights, so that's my problem. That said, I really highly suggest that all your dudes be equipped with the T20. This is really good. I personally really like it because it's just that worth it. I have it currently given to all my dudes with the exception of some because they currently have the T20E1. But overall, this is what I really think about the gun. It's really good. Highly suggest that you use it. Highly suggest that you deploy it. See you on the battlefield and good luck.